On the last episode of Dragon Ball Super, future Trunks talked to his kid self, telling him things we've already known about for over 2 decades. Bulma once again inserted herself into a situation where she doesn't belong. Trunks kissed a girl, and he liked it, but Goku didn't. And Black revealed his true identity once and for all, actually just being a generic evil Goku. No, not really. But what if things are about to get a lot crazier? And what if next week we'll learn a revelation even more shocking than the last? Find out what Mike from Laughingstock Media thinks on the newest edition of Dragon Ball Super Predictions. Hey guys, it's Mike here, and today we're going to be doing my predictions for Dragon Ball Super Episode 61, the upcoming episode, and we're going to be taking a look at this preview so both you and I can see it at the same time, and I can analyze what's happening in it, and essentially what I think is going to be happening in the next coming episode, and give my overall thoughts on that. And then maybe, afterward, I'll present a theory in which, is certainly going to turn some heads. So without further ado, let's get into actually looking at this next episode preview. Okay, so of course, this guy was crediting Herms for the translation of these, so we do have some closed caption, Damn you, Zamasu and Black. Looks like Goku, Trunks, and Vegeta are all fighting up in another tag team action. It's a handicap tag team match, I guess, this time, in which they're all 3-on-1 teaming up against Zamasu and Black. It says, it looks like their techniques are way more powerful when they join forces, so maybe it's because they're both one and the same being, and, somehow their ki correlates with one another. Maybe we're going to have to find out that Goku is going to have to team up, with alternate versions of himself, or, some Trunks will team up with alternate versions of future Trunks, whichever ones may still be alive in this new continuity. Who really knows, but that might be a little bit of foreshadowing for what's to come, and hopefully that is going to be foreshadowing something cool like that. But as we can see, Zamasu is opening up that box in which he has the time ring inside. He has that Kaioshin earring on his ear already, so as we see right here, actually, though, it seems like this is after the Zamasu, who I guess is Black, he becomes Black, is after he killed his master Gowasu, and he's stealing that Kaioshin ring, I guess so he can use the time ring, which makes sense. A lot of people have speculated this since the beginning. Zamasu is going to kill Gowasu, take his time ring, and take his earring. That's why Black had the earring, and so he's going to use it to go back in time, or to go to forward in time, or whatever he's going to be doing. And so we see more confirmation of that happening right there. It's even sparkly, so maybe that means that he now preceded his master. Now, I don't know if the Kaioshin of Universe 10, or not the Kaioshin, the Hakaishin, the God of Destruction of Universe 10 died when Zamasu killed Gowasu. But it's possible. I mean, either that or maybe he's tied to him now, and so, the God Destruction's like, okay, please don't kill Zamasu. I don't want to die right now. I have lots of sleeping and eating to do if Beerus is anything to go on, or Champa, I guess. And it looks like Trunks is getting, into a bad situation with a Super Saiyan Rose in Black. And really, Trunks shouldn't be able to fight them as it is on their level, So hopefully in the next episode they make mention of Zenkais and massive power-ups. I don't know why Vegeta's still in his base, but here comes the money shot. Here comes the big thing of the episode. The shaking of hands, the unification of the new mega powers of evil in the Dragon Ball Super universe. Shaking hands, making the deal with the devil, and the devil is yourself, and the devil within. So it seems like, everything in the next episode is really going to be showing us what is going to happen, or the history leading up to everything that happened in this episode. We're finally going to see, the true origin story, the X-Men Origins Wolverine, except far better done this time. For Black, well, hopefully, and we're going to see as he becomes Black. I guess in the next episode, we might also see him wish upon the Super Dragon Balls as well, if they're going to show them meeting and he's already the Goku body, but we did see him also steal the earring. So it's entirely possible, although it could end up being a complete twist. We still haven't really seen anything from him yet, and that was actually the Zamasu that was influenced by Black to kill Gowasu in this time. So it seems like he's going just from timeline to timeline, influencing the different Kais, or we'll have to see exactly how that works out. But as we can clearly see in this next picture, in this next thing I'm showing, it appears that Black and Zamasu win. They kill everyone, and that's the end of the series. And, wow, what an amazing twist. I totally did not see that coming. I didn't think the villains would ever truly win Dragon Ball, but hey, that's Akira Toriyama for you, completely subverting our expectations. But no, we all know that they're not really going to die in this, or if they do somehow die, which is going to be shocking, they're going to bring them all back. So, that's just a little bit of a tease. I'm sure they're all fine underneath, and Goku's like, immortality? That's not fair. Again. Something like that. So in the next time on Dragon Ball Super, Zamasu's Ambitions, or Zamas, the terrifying Zero Mortals, Not Humans plan. Coming next week. Don't miss it. And there, of course, is that once again shot of Trunks losing his shit, because he's Future Trunks, and it wouldn't be a great episode of Dragon Ball Super without Future Trunks just snapping, losing his shit, and just, probably screaming no a bunch of times. I mean, it was pretty great when he screamed no when attacked the androids, and it did nothing. So it'd be pretty great if in this episode Trunks also screams no and attacks Black and Zamasu, and it does nothing, because he's significantly weaker than them, because he's not even a god. I mean, come on, power scaling, let's get this stuff working, let's get everything going. I mean, come on, what's taking so long? Come on, do it, I'm here. Kill me. I mean, fix the power scaling, Toei. But no, it would appear that, from everything we see in this next episode preview, the next episode looks awesome. It looks like it's going to be really fun, a lot of action, or it's going to be really tension-filled, which is something I'm really looking forward to. Seeing Trunks and everyone else of our heroes in, these actual tension-filled moments, like the stakes very high. It looks like there's no hope or no survival for them, no way out. And then, they overcome, which is one of the big things of Dragon Ball, one of the big themes of Dragon Ball, since the Piccolo arc, and really, I guess going all the way back, putting these really big obstacles, sometimes evil, sometimes personal, in people's ways, and watching them overcome despite adversity. And that's probably one of the biggest reasons why Dragon Ball has, lasted into this incarnation and is still resonating for everyone around us. So it seems like in this next episode, it's going to be the fight between Goku and Black and Zamasu and Future Trunks and Vegeta. Mai and Bulma will probably be there freaking out. Hopefully Black or Zamasu doesn't just kill Bulma so Vegeta can go Super Saiyan White, and then they'll bring her back to life and slap her, and then he'll go Super Saiyan White 2, eventually going Super Saiyan Rainbow. But, it might happen, and as long as it's executed well, as long as they give us a cool new Sumitomo theme, as long as we get some great Sheeta animation or something like that, I'm on board. So this is certainly something that I'm looking forward to, and something I hope is going to be good. But another question we really have to ask first, though, before we even get into the next episode, is still, who is Black? Because even though in the last episode they told us, oh, I am the Zamasu who took over this Goku's body, well, which Goku is it? I mean, is it the Goku from the Unseen timeline, considering the fact that the Unseen timeline, is where Cell came from? They're using Cell's time machine. I mean, imagine if that was that big, gigantic twist that they actually went to, like, an alternate version of the Future Trunks timeline or something like that. And, I don't really know. Like, there's a lot of things that really, it's that whole Toriyama statement of what he said before, where he said, oh, time travel is going to be tricky, so just kind of bear with me. So it seems like maybe they're just going to create a completely different timeline, and that's where Zamasu got the body for Goku and then killed him. Because obviously, Goku would not be alive in the Cell timeline or in the History of Trunks timeline, because he died many years ago of the heart virus, unless, of course, Zamasu is the one who created the heart virus, which, even Herms, said might be a really cool possibility. I mean, that would certainly be a big way to tie everything full circle and connect this to the Cell saga in a big way. and really everything that happened afterward in Trunks' original timeline, that he got killed in the Cell timeline, and so on and so forth. But, you know, it's something that's really up in the air, and something that's going to be even more interesting to find out, because just because we know he has the Goku body now doesn't necessarily mean we know everything about him. So the more they reveal the reason behind why he turned the way he did, you know, what set him off, how he even met Goku in the first place in that timeline, is all going to be really interesting to find out. But I do have a crazy theory that could possibly explain which Goku it really is. What if this Goku that Black took over is not Goku from the Unseen timeline or a new timeline, but a timeline we've already seen in the past? What if this Goku is actually Goku from the end of Dragon Ball GT? What if he actually, at the end of the series, when he was that kid form, when Shenron took him away, it's not because he was going off for more training or on a new adventure, it's because Black actually wished to bring him, the strongest form of Goku at the time, to him, so that he could in turn take over his body and enact an evil plan to eliminate all of the mortals in the universe. And Goku the entire time was thinking, oh wow, yay, I'm gonna go on a new adventure! Yay, more fighting and more strength! Nope, Zamasu just took his body and blew him away. So what if that's what we find out happens? What if this means that Super really is way stronger than GT, because apparently Black's base as Goku could only fight a Super Saiyan 2 Goku, or maybe a Super Saiyan 3, and Trunks could really solo all of GT in just his Super Saiyan form alone. What if this theory is absolutely insane, but that's the kind of insanity we need right now in Dragon Ball Super. So let me know your own thoughts down below, guys, in the comments section, what you thought of this crazy theory and what you think is going to happen in next week's episode, because I'd really like to know. I'm sure a lot of these people right now have already seen this video's title and have already commented what they thought about that theory, but if you guys actually stayed to the end, well, put down below the hashtag Dragon Ball Super or Insane Theory, something along those lines, to let me know you actually stayed the whole time. But as I always say, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe so we can continue to make more videos like this in the future. And as I always say, stick around, because there's a lot more to come in the future.
Zamasu, we coming for you, Ningen!